This is Priyanka Sutar, Assistant Professor of Galot Institute of Pharmacy, and today I'm going to discuss how you can write IUPAC name of a heterocyclic system if a functional group is attached to the heterocycle. So for this particular topic, I have referred this IUPAC recommendation and preferred names 2013. More specifically, I have referred chapter P6 of that IUPAC recommendation and preferred name, and there is a link. I'm going to give you the link. This is a link of chapter P6, and there is again one more main link for a blue book IUPAC. There is a blue book for IUPAC where all the rules related to IUPAC system are given. So I will also post a link in the description box, so you can go and check description box for the link. Okay, now before starting with the class, I would like to tell you to get a pen and paper, because you can learn organic chemistry better way if you use pen and paper. You understand in a better way. So just pause the video and get a pen and paper. Come back with a pen and paper. Now there is a pattern to write this name. Okay, so whenever you see this heterocycle compound with a functional group, first you need to identify the heterocycle, then you have to use name of the heterocycle. Now as per Hans Widman system, you can use trivial name if it is available, otherwise you can use the systematic name. Then you number the heterocycle, and then you locate the functional group. The position of functional group on the heterocycle. And when writing the name, what you have to do, there are two parts. First is a prefix and then suffix. Prefix is a name of the heterocycle, and the name of heterocycle is Hans Widman system name of the heterocycle. According to Hans Widman system, you will write the name of the heterocycle with substituting whatever it is there, and then you add suffix. Second part is a suffix, that is where you will mention functional group which comes after the name of the heterocycle. Now whatever functional group which we are going to see, all functional group, if they are present outside of the ring, mostly if they are present outside of the ring, suffix is used to mention that functional group. If and this particular suffix thing is applicable if heterocycle is with the one functional group. If there are two functional groups in a same heterocycle, depending upon the seniority, the priority or seniority, uh, it will decide, the seniority will decide whether it will be name of the function group is used as a suffix or prefix. But in today's class we are going to see heterocycle with a functional group which is present outside of the ring. So mostly heterocycle which are present outside of the ring, and if the heterocycle contains only one functional group, then you will use suffix for that particular functional group. So for this particular class, I have taken only example of one heterocycle, that is a pyrrole. How you can write name of the pyrrole if different function groups are attached. So suppose pyrrole, there is alcoholic group or hydroxyl group is attached to the pyrrole. How you will write the name? So here is an example of the pyrrole with alcoholic group or hydroxyl group. Now see, first you identify heterocycle. The heterocycle is pyrrole. Then you number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you locate the hydroxyl functional group. Here it is hydroxyl, so it is located at third atom. So to name alcohol you will use suffix ol. So you will write this name as a pyrrole 3-ol. Now see, suffix, and this is a prefix. Prefix is written as per the Hans Widman rule, Hans Widman system, that is saturated hydrogen is mentioned, name of the heterocycle which is a trivial name is available, so trivial name is used, location of functional group and name of the functional group. This way you can write the name. Next is sulfhydryl group, or sulfur instead of oxygen sulfur is there. How you will write? Here is an example of a pyrrole with a sulfhydryl group. So identify the ring. This is a pyrrole. Number it 1 2 3 4 5, and then locate the functional group. Functional group is located at the second atom, and it is functional group is a sulfhydryl. So how you will write the name? Pyrrole to thiol. So pyrrole to thiol, it is named. Thiol is a suffix which is used to mention sulfhydryl group. Then third example is amine. If amine is attached, so here is example. Locate the heterocycle. It is a pyrrole. Identify the heterocycle. Heterocycle is a pyrrole. Number it 1 2 3 4 5, and then locate the functional group. Here functional group is amine, and it is located at a third atom. So it is a pyrrole which is having amine group at, that is a primary amine at third atom. So you can write 1H pyrrole 3 amine. Okay, 3 amine. For amine group you will use suffix amine only, and because it is located at third, so you will write 3 amine. Next example is ketone. Here we are going to see the example in which the ketone group is part of the ring, or which is present in the ring. Okay, it is a part of the ring. Whereas you have seen all of the example are having the functional group outside of the ring, but ketone, it is a part of the ring. So how you can write name of this particular compound? That is a pyrrole 2ON. You will use ONE as usual. For ketone also normally we use ONE, right? So to mention ketone group you will write ONE. Locate, it is located at a second atom, so 2ONE. So name of the compound is pyrrole 2ONE. Now let's see how you can write name of the compound if aldehyde group is attached. So if aldehyde group is attached, here is an example of pyrrole with the aldehyde group. So it is a pyrrole and with the aldehyde group at a second position. So see how you can write the name pyrrole to carboxyaldehyde, or you can also write pyrrole to carbaldehyde. There are two ways you can mention presence of aldehyde, carboxyaldehyde or carbaldehyde. Then carboxylic acid. Here is an example. See the heterocycle is a pyrrole, and locate the carboxylic acid. This is the functional group which is present at the third atom, and you can write the name of the structure as a 1H pyrrole 3 carboxylic acid. So you will use suffix carboxylic acid for carboxylic acid. Like for amine you have used only amine. Okay, so there are some functional group name remains unchanged. So for amide, so amide group is present at a second atom, so you can mention pyrrole carboxamide. Okay, pyrrole carboxamide. So you can see wherever carbonyl group is there, carboxa or carba word is used. Carboxa or carba word will be used for carbonyl group. Now ester, this is an example. Now here this example also has a substituent along with the functional group. So how you will write? First you need to write Hans Wittmann name of the heterocyclic system, then you write suffix and mention the functional group. Okay, so substituent. So how you will start? You will start with the suffix. Suffix is the functional group from your right. So ester, the functional group is ester. So ester usually we mention that that it is a, here it is a methyl ester. Okay, methyl and heterocycle on other side. R1 is methyl, R2 is heterocyclic system. So you will mention methyl ester, and R2 you will also mention as a 5-methyl 1 hydrogen pyrrole 3 carboxylic group. This heterocyclic system, and how you will number 1 2 3. At third position carboxylic group is present, so 3 carboxylic acid, and at fifth position methyl is present, so 5 methyl, and at first position there is a saturated hydrogen, so you will mention 1H. This H should be in italics, and it should be caps. Now see how you can write the name of cyanide group. So this is the example. Cyanide group is present at the second position. So here is a IUPAC name, pyrrole to carbonitrile. This is how you will write the name of the cyanide. Then sulfonamide, pyrrole to sulfonamide. Then aldoxime, if aldoxime group is or ketoxime group is present, so how you will write name. So here is a example of a oxime, that is so how you can write the name of oxime. Particularly this example of oxime is a aldoxime. So for aldoxime, it is, as you know, it is a combination of aldehyde and aldehydic carbonyl carbon, and then there is a nitrogen involved, right? So you will write name as a carboxyaldehyde oxime. Carboxyaldehyde oxime. Now in case of carbamic acid, now here is an example of urethane. So here I couldn't find the example of pyrrole, so I've mentioned the example of thiazole. So here again, in case of this carbamic acid, this is a ester plus amine, right? This is a ester part and this is a amine part. Instead of R1 includes amine, so this is a urethane. So again here, if urethane like structure is present, then you can write it as a, you can mention it as a carbamate. So locate the functional group. See क्या है functional? This is a ester like structure, and R1 is phenyl, R2 is heterocycle with the amine group. So particularly this functional group which is there, this is a urethane and it is named as a carbamate. Okay, carbamate. Now let's see the overview of all the examples. If alcoholic group is present, then you can write suffix OL. If sulfhydryl group is present, then you can write thiol. Suffix is a thiol. Then amine, it remains the same, amine. For ketone, you will write ONE. Aldehyde, you can write carboxyaldehyde or carbaldehyde. Carboxylic group, same as a name itself. Amide, carboxamide. Ester, then you will write mention, in case of ester, first you mention heterocycle, then heterocycle with carboxylic acid, then you write name of the alkyl group and then you mention ester. Cyanide, you can write carbonitrile. Sulfonamide, same as the name, sulfonamide. Now here I have not mentioned name of the two functional groups, so you can write it in your notebook, the name of both the functional group. So here you can pause the video and write this table for your reference. So this is the easiest way you can remember the names. So what I can say is, like, practice the structure, or you write name of write the name, make this table, and you read after interval of every 1 or 2 days to remember this name of the structures. Now you have learned how you can write name of the heterocycle with functional group, right? When functional group is attached to the heterocycle, you learn how you can write the name. And most of the cases you have seen name of the heterocycle if the functional group is attached outside of the ring, except for ketone we have seen when it is present, functional group is present in the ring, right? Now there are mainly two types of question which are asked based on this nomenclature system. First you have first type of question is write or you can say draw structure of the compound. You will be given name of the compound and you have to draw the structure of the compound. So I will give you one guideline how you can write a structure or how you can draw the structure from the name. Okay, now here I have taken example of thiophene 2 carboxyamide. Okay, and for this you will need the table, the previous table which you have seen, right? You must have noted it down, so you can refer the table or you can remember the table and you will get to know. Okay, so you go step by step. You will start from your right hand side, so तुम्हारे right में से you have to start. You start from the right hand side and see the look for the suffix. So suffix over here is carboxyamide. The name itself says it is amide, right? Carbox means what? A presence of carbonyl group. So start from the right and identify the suffix. Suffix is carboxamide, and carboxamide, when you will write carboxamide, if amide group is present outside the heterocyclic ring. Okay, here we are dealing with the heterocyclic ring. So if amide is present outside the heterocyclic ring, it is a carboxamide. Means you have got the idea that functional group is a amide which is outside the heterocyclic ring. So amide is carbonyl group and amine group. Now moving to the left, you start with the right and then you move to the left. After the suffix there is a number. So numbering क्या है? It will the numbering is 2. So second atom of the carboxamide group or amide group is attached to the second position of the heterocycle. So that information you get from this. Then further moving towards the left, there is a name thiophene. Thiophene is what? It is a 5-membered aromatic ring with nitrogen as a hetero atom. So you can pause the video and write the structure. Now you got the idea, right? How you can start. So the structure is this. This is a thiophene. To the second atom there is a amide. So this is a structure of thiophene 2 carboxamide. So this is a one type of question which can be asked. Second type of question is you can write the IUPAC name of the following compound. So structure will be given. Here it is opposite way. Structure will be given to you and you have to write the name or IUPAC name of the compound. Okay, so first step. So here I have taken example of this particular compound. So first step you need to identify the heterocycle. So here you have to identify heterocycle. Heterocycle over here is a quinolene. Okay, so you write name of the heterocycle. Then next step is to identify functional group. Next step is to identify functional group, and functional group, either you have to identify is the functional group present outside of the ring or inside. So in case of this particular structure, function group is amine and it is present outside of the ring, and you have to also see the you have to also locate the functional group, right? So numbering will start from the heterocycle 1 2 3 4. So amine group is present at 4th position. So and the third point which you will see is identify whether the substituents are present or not. So in case of particularly this structure, there are no other substituent apart from the heterocycle and functional group. So finally, what information you have? The heterocycle is quinoline and the functional group is amine, which is at fourth position. So name, IUPAC name of particular this compound is quinoline 4 amine. Means what? Amine, the heterocycle is quinoline and amine is present at the fourth position. Okay, so this is how you can write IUPAC name of the following compound. So these are the two types of question that can be asked based on the IUPAC name of the compound. So I'd like to thank you all for listening patiently through this class, and I would suggest you to solve more question regarding to this topic. So practicing more question or solving more question will enhance your knowledge. You will get better grip about the particular this subject. So I suggest you can take previous year question papers or textbook and you can solve the problems. Thank you.